All right, it is February 9th. Yeah, February 9th, 2021. I'm exhausted. I'm not going to lie. I am completely and utterly exhausted. I actually just got off of work. I didn't record anything this morning. Mostly by choice, just because I was relaxing as best as I could. And I have no idea why I'm so exhausted. Yeah. So I know, I think I mentioned it yesterday that I got the COVID test. It was negative, so 3 negatives in 2 weeks. Yeah, it is what it is. I am actually thinking about doing an antibody test. Just to see if maybe I have good antibodies against it. I don't know. Yeah. Not really too much to talk about today, honestly. Just did work, training, learning some new things, catching up on things that I missed out on in learning. And I guess over the weekend, some girl on TikTok put Gorilla Glue in her hair. I don't know the full story. I don't want to know the full story. Apparently, the other thing that I know is she's apparently looking at possibly suing the company, Gorilla Glue. Or the company that makes Gorilla Glue. I don't know. Some people have said it once, and I'll say it 1,000 more times at least. Some people's kids. But anyway, here comes the cat. Come on. Come on. Come on. She'll jump up if she wants to. Yeah. There's so much going on right now that I just can't believe that one of these headlines is girl gets Gorilla Glue in her hair. It's not like she accidentally put it in there too. She used it as a hair product, like a hair product, and just anyway, I honestly don't know how I'm feeling about work right now. About this training. I like what I'm going to be doing, but it seems that there's a lot more trouble than it's worth. Don't get me wrong, I'm still going to do it. I'm going to do it to the best of my ability, because that's just the type of person that I am. But there's a lot of, I guess, fluff. Let's put it this way. There's a lot of streamlining that still needs to be done with it. And I know that they're working on it, but there's a lot that needs to be done to get it to a place where it's considered easy enough to do. Mind you, a lot of it is still pretty easy, but there's a lot of gray area that needs to be addressed. I'm still going to do it. And we'll see, where it leads to, just because, I started in one department there, and I bet I was there for about 1.5 years, and now I'm in a completely separate department, still under the same, it's a different part of the department. We'll put it that way. But I'm just feeling super exhausted. And I got a decent amount of sleep last night. I actually slept pretty good, pretty deep most of the night. And even today, there was a couple of times where I caught myself nodding off during the virtual training. I'm not gonna lie, it happened. Of course, when I realized it was happening, I did everything in my power to stop it from happening. But, yeah. I don't know. I'll see what else is going on today. I mean, there's not really too much. I mean, it's only about 4:15, and there's not really any plans. So I might just veg out. I don't know. When I find out, I'll let you guys know. Elvira, you have to stop clawing at the couch. You have your little scratch box there for a reason. Children, they just don't understand. You know, one of the things that I hope happens in the next couple of months is that people realize how long this pandemic has been going on. I mean, I know how long it's been going on. Hell, I've done my research. I know exactly when the very first case was found here in the U.S. I know when the first death happened. And now we're over 500,000 deaths in the U.S. And this all could have been at least contained if people would have just listened. But people don't. Because they think they know better. They think they know better than the scientists. They think they know better than the people who are finding the vaccine, people who are fighting the illness firsthand. That's a very scary, very, very scary thing if you think about it. But hey, what do I know? I mean, Google is a free service and you can look up a lot of this information online. But people don't. People don't. This last weekend, was supposed to be the opening weekend for the Arizona Renaissance Festival, which I try to go to. Usually, if it's not the opening weekend, I at least try President's Day, which is usually the second weekend. And I try to go at least twice a year. At least twice. Last year I only went for half a day. And Sunshine and I only went for half a day. Mainly because we were sick. We weren't feeling well. And this was before they had any of the tests for COVID and anything like that, so there's a possibility that we had it way back when. We just don't know about it. And then when the order went out for lockdown, we did. This was supposed to be over by summertime. And it would have been. I mean, it probably wouldn't have been this bad at this point if people would have just listened. But because of them, I'm losing a year of Renaissance Festival. I've already lost, I don't know how many conventions. Comic cons, anime cons, fan cons, game cons, whatever you want to call them. There's probably a few concerts that I was wanting to go to and wasn't able to. And then, of course, typically around this time of year, go to Disneyland. Can't do that because it's closed. It sucks. It really sucks. I mean, there are places that I have not been to for over a year at this point because of this thing. Places that I wanted to go to, that I want to go to, that I would love to go to, but I fear for my safety. I already have respiratory issues. I don't know what COVID would do to me. Yeah, I'm scared to get it. If I haven't gotten it already, I'm scared to get it. So, I spend most of my time at home, doing nothing, with FOMO, fear of missing out, because there's things that I want to do so bad. But you know what? Maybe by some miracle, people will start realizing. Some people, it may take so much more to get through their dense skulls, but people may start realizing. But until that time, they owe me several Comic-Cons. They owe me a Renaissance Festival. They owe me a trip to Disneyland. They owe me so much. But hey. What am I going to do, huh? Anyway, I just felt like I needed to reiterate that just because it's weighing heavy on my mind. But we'll see what happens. I know that today was the beginning hearings of the impeachment proceedings, and they're continuing with the proceedings. So that's good. And from every source that I've been hearing on both sides, apparently Chuckle-Stick McCheeto, his team, very, very disorganized. Just like he is. Let's see what happens in the next coming days, huh? And no, I'm not one to hide my political views. Not anymore. Not anymore. I used to. Not anymore. Anyway, if you like this video, make sure you go ahead and hit that thumb button. Make sure it points up like that. And if you want to leave me a comment, feel free to do so. And of course, if you want to follow along with me on my journey through this next year, then hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, so that way you know whenever I upload these videos. And after all is said and done, let's see what tomorrow brings.